So create the next file, loop2.js, loop2.js. This will be for the while loop. Console.log. While loop example. The syntax for while loop is this is called multi-line comment. While loop syntax is in this way. It is called initialization. Next, after that, while. Under the while, there will be called condition. And again, after that, you have to keep the statement. And after that, we have to do again either plus plus or minus minus, depend on the requirement, increment or decrement. Okay. Next, after that, we will write one example. Suppose create a variable and initialize the variable by 5. Maybe we can initialize the variable by once. आज से बैच शुरू होगा 5 बजे से। नहीं, मॉर्निंग में नहीं है। 2 महीने लगेगा। बैचेज रनिंग है। मॉर्निंग में बैचेज रनिंग है अभी। बैच खत्म होगा तब फिर दूसरा स्टार्ट। मॉर्निंग में भी नहीं हो रहा है। बैचेज रनिंग है ना, तो हम लोग स्टॉप नहीं कर सकते बीच में। ये खत्म होगा तो फिर दूसरा शुरू होगा। Okay, so now we have given initialization of variable, a variable I equal to 5. After that, I less than equal to 20. But you can't write directly here. You have to follow the while. In while, we have to give the condition I less than equal to 20. If yes, then come inside and console.log the while say comma I. Next, what it will do, it will check the condition, and after checking the condition, it will go inside. Every time the value of I will be less than 20, because what is the value of I? By default, we are given as a 5. So it is less than 20, less than 20 every time. It will keep printing the value of I. If in case if you want to terminate the loop after certain condition, then you have to increase this I by how much? Maybe 1 or 2. So it will keep increasing. I will become a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It will go till 20. Once it will reach 20, after that loop will get terminated, and finally your while will stop executing. Now I will go to this folder here under the basic folder, and you can open the CMD, and under the CMD you can write here node space your file name, loop 2, and enter. Starting from 5, and it will go exactly till 20. Once it will reach 20, after that condition will not match. It will not satisfy the condition. Control will come out, loop will get terminated. That is the syntax of while loop. Same time you can write another syntax of do while. What is the structure of do while? So let me write here. In the case of do while, how that look? Do while. Okay. Now again we have to do initialization part. After initialization, you have to write as a do first, and inside the do you will have a statement. After a statement, whether you do plus plus or minus minus is your requirement. Next, after the do, you have to execute that condition as a while. When it will come under the while, again it will check the condition. After while, semicolon is required. This is in the case of do while. Now let me write one small example. So here, suppose I given a variable, maybe I equal to 1, initialization happen. Do write the statement console.log, do say I, then after that it must increase by maybe 1 or 2 or 3. I equal to I plus 3I increased. Next, after that, after the do, we have to write the while I less than equal to 20. So in the case of do while, condition is happening in the last, statement happen in the beginning. In the case of do while loop, condition will happen first, statement is the next. So this is your statement, and condition is in the last. I will write here quickly. Do while execute first, condition next. Do while loop, condition first, execution next. Okay, so do while will execute if there is no condition satisfy also. If condition is not satisfying, then also do while will execute. While loop will execute only and only if the condition satisfy. So most of the time you are going to use the while loop, very rare do while, because the problem is under the do while, if your condition not satisfied, then also it will execute once. I will give you one example, there you can understand how the do while misbehave. Okay, hope ready, it's working or not. So printing 1 to 20, and do while is printing 1 plus 3 4 plus 3 7 plus 3 10 plus 3 13 plus 3 16 plus 3 19. After that, next condition will not satisfy, it will break the statement and it will come out. Okay, so we shall move next. Next is the comparison of both. Console.log just one line I printed. Compare both. do while and while loop. Suppose we went here, created the variable a equal to 100. Come inside, follow the do while. Under the do, console.log a plus plus while a a greater than 20. A less than 20. What should be the output? It should print anything or not. We are checking the value of a is 100. We have printed the a. We made a plus plus. Then last we are checking a less than 20. So it should print anything. It will print 100 because do will say, I don't know what is the condition. Let me execute once. So before checking the condition, execution will happen once. If execution is done, then it will check the condition. After that, it will come to know the value of a is already 100. It is not less than 20. So let me go here. See, it is saying how much? 100. Do save as 100. So what happened at this point? At this point, it happened like it has not checked it has checked the condition, but not before printing the statement. After printing the statement.
So the benefit of it's like when program will execute from top to bottom, left to right. So in that case, now also we can perform this.
People have made the technology. They have given all type of solution. There may be one ATM will give you the money based on condition. If you have money in account, then only it will give. There may be a requirement whether account have the money or no money, at least give 100 rupees. Understood or not? If the people have something or not, what to do? Execute minimum once. Okay, in India, all the network company, whichever the network company we have, okay, in mobile, if your balance will be 0, your call will not connect. It will not connect. That is based on which condition? While loop. If money is there, then only do something. If there is no money, don't do something. In Nepal, there is one network. In your account, there is no balance. At least for 4 seconds, your call will get connected and you can talk. After 4 seconds, it will get disconnected. That is called what? Do while. Whether your program satisfy the condition or not satisfy the condition, execution will happen at least minimum once. Okay. So we have both the solution. Wherever you need, you can use, else leave it. In my entire career, I have not used anywhere do while. Maybe in your career it may come. Then you can use, else leave it. Keep in bucket. Okay, for extra functionality, a special functionality. Okay. Long back, 10 years before, okay, in GM Pale I was staying. One day, which company ATM it was there, name I have not remember. But what was happening, whenever you go and then enter the, you can say PIN, everything you process, and after that enter the amount, it was giving blindly 2000 rupees notes, 500 rupee notes. Okay, 2000, it's a randomly it was coming. So for some person 3000, for some person 4000. It's become like a very, you can say, hot news surrounding the area. Like suppose I went to the ATM, I got the money, I came back, I called to my friend, he will go, he will take the money, he will, like within half an hour the entire money got finished. Okay, now whoever taken the money from ATM, no one track. That was condition was bad. Loop was running here there randomly. Okay, so without condition, definitely your program will become like a static program. It will not have any meaning, it will become a static application. So control structure play a very, very important role in your where application. Without control structure, your project will be a static project. Input will be anything, output will be anything. Okay, if control structure work properly, then according to input, output will come. Okay, so both the solution we have. If you want to execute your program minimum once, whether condition satisfied not satisfied, do while you have. If you want your program should execute only and only if the condition satisfied, then we can use the for loop, we can use the which one, we have some more we have, but those are for the array. For each we have map function we have. Okay, but here you have in the normal control structure, you have while loop, we have for loop, we have for in, we have. Okay, so write in while loop, in while loop. Okay, next after this come keep a variable b, var b equal to something, keep under it only. Write again while, under the while you check first b less than 20, b less than 20, then console.log while say, print the value of b and write here b plus plus. So in this case of while loop, it is showing directly first the condition has to match, then only console.log will happen. But condition will match if the value of b less than 20, but the value of b is already 100. It is not matching the condition. So while will not allow your compiler to go inside and print the statement. So here execution will happen first condition, then execution. In the case of do while, first execution and then condition. It is made like this only. So if any requirement match based on this, you can use it. Let me go here. Do say 100 while has not given anything. Okay, ready? Next, we need to work on array part. Array. Now, control structure we saw. Now, array we will create. Inside the array, we will apply the control structure. Data will be in the form of array. Control structure will help us to read the data from array and display inside the page. So let's go and create the next file. Are we able to run the page? Okay. Go then, create the next file, array1.js. 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 Okay, in array1.js, first we need to understand why we use array and how that look and what it hold. Suppose I have some values like this. I created a variable a where I store the mango. I have another value that I store under the b, that is called apple. And suppose I have one more value c. There I have something called laptop. I store inside that. One more variable I have. I create a variable called d, and I store inside something called Bangalore. Assume one more variable is there that is going to hold something else. Now come to the situation and condition. Suppose we have 5 values, so we created the 5 variable. Now suppose I am here, my code become very longer. I am at this place. I want to print here Bangalore. So Bangalore is available in which variable? What is the variable of Bangalore? We have to go up, correct? And we need to see Bangalore is available under the D variable. That is one difficulty. Another difficulty is, suppose you have 5 value, you have a store in 5 variable. If there is a 5,000 value, how you will manage? 5,000 variable we can't manage. Suppose there is a 100 value, 100 variable you cannot manage. You will forget the variable name itself. Which variable and what is the value? Okay. Suppose example, when you go to the Flipkart, you click on footwear. In footwear, 100 product will be there. So page is same and 100 record will display. So data came from where? Database. So from database, how many array came? Total number of elements are 100. Like 100 record came. So it will be as an array. Inside the array, there will be 100 values. If you click on food item, it will display 200 records. The page is same. Now data has to display how many times? 200 times. Now suppose you search their mobile and click on MI mobile, it will display 300 records. So according to your click, the number of records are increasing and decreasing. Leave that also. Suppose you are in the website, you can see 100, 2000, 10,000 products are there. Some product you like, you click on add to cart. It will display on the top, okay, one item is in your cart. You will add one more item. You will add one more item. You added how many items? 10 items. On the top, it will display 10 items. You will go to that, click on cart, it will display 10 items are there. Again, you will click, okay, this footwear I don't want now, close it, remove it. You will remove that. Maybe you want, okay, this notebook increase to. Maybe you will say, okay, this item, let it be only one. Some item you can increase also, some item you can decrease also. We have experience in day-to-day life. Now come to the main point. You are able to add the value, you are able to delete the value, right? There is no any limit how many you can add and how many you can delete. Correct? Sometime you are adding the different type of value, sometimes you are adding different type of value. Your program is helping you out to understand your requirement and collecting the data, and it's giving the option, okay, delete and add, delete. Correct? Now suppose in this condition, wherever you are storing the data, add to cart, what will happen? Your item will store somewhere, add to cart item will store somewhere. According to your need, you are able to delete also, you are able to add also, you are able to modify also, everything you are able to do. If it is a fixed variable, suppose if there is a fixed variable, for everyone it will display 10 item in the cart, for everyone it will display 20 item in the cart. So our array concept is like, you don't worry, suppose you have one value, you store in one variable. If you have 20 value, then how will you manage? You can't create 20 variable, and that also dynamically. It is not like if you click on add to cart, Flipkart will call a developer, hey, user has clicked, please write a code to add to cart, add one item for his cart. It not happen like that. If you remove a cart, it will not happen like Flipkart will say the developer, he has deleted the item from cart, please write the code to remove it. It all are what? Dynamic. Okay. So their array play the major and major role. Entire story of the web of technology is based on array itself. Okay. So array says in our normal condition you saw here. Now suppose you created a page based on this example. You have 5 variable. You store in 5 values. In 5 variable you store the 5 values. Tomorrow user want to delete a variable. User want to delete a value. What will happen? It is fixed variable. You can't do that. User want to add one more value. You cannot create one more variable dynamically. Correct? So array says like, you don't worry, you create a variable in such a way where you can increase the value also, you can decrease the value also. And there is no any limit, like it's a limitless. There is no any condition, oh, if he is holding the daily, and if I write here called G is holding the number, like that. So here concept of data type also will come, but array says like you leave that data type and all. You create one variable, and in one variable you can store everything. I will separate your value. No need to create the 100 variables. Now come to the next line. Suppose I created a variable called A, B, C, D, E, F, F. This should be which one? G. G. I created a variable called H. H variable. H equal to a square bracket. Now inside the H, you see what I'm going to do. I will store mango also. I can store here apple also. I can store here laptop also. Okay, I can store here Bangalore also. We can store here, you can say Delhi also. And we can store at last this 100,000 also. See here. Now in the term of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you have to maintain one variable for one value, one variable for one value. In case if you want to increase, decrease, you want to add and delete, it will become very tough. You have to go to the code and you have to delete from there, then all it will happen. The last line, the line number 9, what I have written, the H. H is a single variable, whereas it is holding total 6 values. And H is your, yes, your all values are separate. Whichever the value you want, I can give you separately. Okay, so this array is going to make your programming easier. Else without array, your program will be very, very difficult. Without array, you can say you cannot make a very high productive application. So entire web technology is running in the market. All are based on array concept. Your JSON is a part of again array only. Okay, so now what you can say, instead of maintaining multiple variable separately, now all the value you can store one place. Then you will ask what will be the size of the H variable. The size of the H variable will be up to your memory size. Okay, there is no limitation of H variable size. How many value we can store, it's your requirement. You can go limitless till your memory. how much memory you have in a system, up to that much it can hold the data. Execution may be slow or fast, that is that based on your data, but it can hold your all the data up to memory size. Okay, so what we understood is when we are creating the array can hold multiple value of multiple nature in one variable, and even array will not mix your all the values together according to your need. Your all the values are separate, and you can extract separate also, you can modify separate also, and you can, if you want to delete the daily, you can delete also. If you want to modify the laptop, you can modify the laptop also. All the values are separate, you can modify, delete, edit, everything. So inside the array, what are the terms we have that we need to understand? The first term is called element. 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 Okay. Element. So you can say inside the array, whichever the value you have stored, all the values are going to call the element. Like mango will be one element, apple will be another element, laptop will be another element, 100 will be another element. All the values of arrays are called what? Element. Okay. Element. Okay. Next, after that, because the variable is only one and value is how many? Unlimited. There is 6 values as of now, right? So in one value, like in one bag, if you store 6 types of material, what will happen? All will get mixed up. So it says like, array says like, yes, you keep all the value in one variable only, but I will not mix it up. I will set the position for all. Okay. Mango came first, so mango will be particular position. Apple came second, apple will be on particular position. Okay. So that concept is called as a index position. Index, Position. Index position. Index position. So two term you got idea what is that? Element in the sense the values, the value of array. The value of array. The index position in the sense the sequence number or the serial number, you can say the SL number of elements. And last you can write array index start from 0 to 0 to length minus 1. 0 to length minus 1. Array index start from 0. So you can say first value, the first element is available on 0 position, and last value will be available on length minus 1 position. So you can say, suppose where is the mango? Mango is available on this way. Let me write a multi-line comment here. Suppose we have H is the array name. Inside the H on 0 position, you will find the element that is called this one. Called as a mango. Inside the H only on 1 position, you will find the value. You will find the element that is called apple. Okay. So this way we can write 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can modify here as a 2, and I can modify here as a 3, I can modify as a 4, I can modify as a 5. Okay. And then after apple we have laptop, then we have called Bangalore, then we have called Delhi, and then we have called how much? 1, right? So this is the index position. You can say a structure of your array. Array structure. Array structure. Inside that we have called array name, and inside we have called index position, and then we have called value element. You can make a note like this and then it will be helpful. Okay, so array name, index position, and then element. So below we have written array name as h, index position 0 1 2 3 4 5, and their element whichever we have. So definitely, suppose if we do console.log h of 3, what should be the output? H of 3, you can check the position. On third position, which element? Bangalore. So it will give the output as a Bangalore. Console.log h of 3. Okay, hope written. Let me check once. Is it printing anything? Array 1 dot js is print directly as a Bangalore. Okay, so inside the array we have found two things. One is called index, another one is called position. If you want to print individual value, you can print console.log position wise. But if you are printing as a position wise, there will be possibility of error. Suppose if anyone deleted one element from array, if anyone added more element inside the array, the position may be different. Suppose we are printing the 3 and someone will come and he will delete all the elements. So remaining is how many? 1 and 2. Third is not exist, it will throw the error. Okay, so this way will be wrong way. We cannot print directly as a position wise. We have to print in different way. Okay, so let me come down and write one array here. For loop. Suppose example a for variable I equal to 0 we need to give, because inside array our first element is available on 0 position. So we are pointing to the 0 element first. Then we can give here I less than your array dot length. So array name is called h dot length. H dot length. After that, I should increase by 1. Coming inside, for where I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus. So I is starting from 0. That meaning we are going to capture the first element also. I less than h dot length. Inside the h, how many elements? 2, 4, 6. So we are giving here indirectly I less than 6 and then I plus plus. Now when you come inside console.log, we can print here h, and inside the h you will give as a I. So what is inside the I? Inside the I we have 0 first time, second time 1, third time 2, third time 3, fourth time the number will keep increasing and it will hold the position of element h, and after that index, h of index. Console.log you do, save the file, sequence, it will print all the elements of the array. All the elements of the array will come, that will start from the 0 position. Okay, let's come now and check inside the console node space array1.js. You can see all the values are printing. And Mr. Which one? Extension is not working. In that room, one extension will be there. You can take.
So instead of the length, can we put there 5? I is greater than 5, less than 5.
If you keep 5 and suppose after some time if you delete 3 element, what will happen? Suppose
Okay.
this line I copy, assume I kept here. So now you saw there is a 6 element. You keep here 6, 5, 3, 2. Suppose you added 5. Someone will come and they'll delete this 3. Now how many element? 3 only. You have given the condition for 5. What will happen? 2 time it will print and 3 time it will print, and remaining 2 time it will say undefined index.
Okay.
I have given the example of Flipkart. When you click on add to cart, it will display how many items? Only one, no? That time it will add a new element inside the array. Array.push method they use. Okay. Now you will click again one more other item add to cart. So what will happen? Length will get increased to 2. So at that time, the Flipkart will not display for everyone total item, or Flipkart will not run the loop total 1 to 10. They will run the loop from where to where? 0 to length of the element. Then only it will display the 2 item in your cart. Come now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
So this is the for loop. Now
If I want to get the number of and I don't know in which position.
we have all solution. Okay. अभी मैं लिख दूंगा तो आपको पता नहीं चलेगा, ठीक है, लेकिन हम तो दिखा देंगे, टाइम भी चला जाएगा, आपको दिख जाएगा लेकिन समझ में नहीं आएगा, तो वेट करो, अपने आप खुद से लिख लेंगे. जस्ट वेट फॉर सम टाइम, automatically will get to know how, which one I want and how to get that. Okay, so I have solution. You want only number value, we can apply a isNaN function. If isNaN not isNaN, then only print. So look inside. Mango isNaN, yes, it's a string. Apple isNaN is not a number, yes, it's a string. All the elements are a string. Which one is the number? Last number is a, last value is the number. So what we can give? We can apply isNaN. Easily we can extract it. Only those value that is as a number. Okay. देखो आप देखना चाहते हैं, देख लीजिए यहाँ पे. Suppose I deleted this. Right here, if not isNaN. isNaN, what is that? Is not a number. If your value is not a number, then it will say yes. So what I applied? Not isNaN. That means what? It is not a string. It is what? Only number. isNaN. H of I. H of I. After that, go here and console.log. Which one? H of I. Now see what I did. Before printing, I added a condition. H of I not isNaN. If I apply here isNaN, what it will give me? It will give me only those value that have a string. It will give all, it will not give the last one. Let me show you. Let's come here. Coming till where? Delhi. So it is giving all string values. If apply here not. If apply here called not. So now it will not give those values that is of string. It will give those values that is of number. Look at here now. Which is coming? Only 100. Bangalore is fixed here. You have printed already Bangalore. So Bangalore is coming. So look at here. Only 100. So solution is simple only. We'll get some idea. Then we will say, don't use any ready-made function. Use only some other logic. isNaN is a ready-made function. So we can use that also. We can check character by character, and then we can check. We can create a array 0 to 9. Okay, and then we check the value what is coming inside the element. Is it holding 0 to 9? It should not hold A to Z. It should hold only what? 0 to 9. If exists inside the array, then only print, else don't print. But that code will become little longer. So I will comment this, and only will print which one. So it is going to print all the elements of your array. Next line, you write here the for loop using you are printing the element. Use one ready-made function that is called map function. Okay, so it is like this. Or first you see through while loop, then you come to the map. Console.log while loop. While loop. While loop, we can write here a variable initialization you have to do. Now where you want to start printing, that position you have to decide. If you want to print from the second element from apple, then give I equal to 1. If you want to give from print from the laptop, then give I equal to 2. It will start directly from the particular position. Then after that, come inside, write here one while I less than h dot length. I less than h dot length. So inside the I, what we have? 0. The 0 is less than h dot length. So inside the h, how many elements? 6 elements. So it is saying like I less than 6. If it is yes, then print the element console.log h of I. H of I. H of I. So it is going to print the h of I, that meaning 0 position. Next time it will come, if you increment here, it will become next time, the I will become a 2. So it will say h of first time 0, second time 1. So it will say h of 1. Next it will say h of 2, h of 3, h of 4, h of 5. After 5, the loop will get terminated. And it will print nothing, and it will come out. Let us look at here. Happening or not? Array 1. Console. Spelling is wrong. CON console.log. Console.log. Printing all the elements using while loop also, and first is using for loop as well. So write this for loop and while loop both. Then I will give you the example of one map function and one for each function.
So can you please share this file?
You are not writing.
Some writing, but I don't know, some error is coming.
If you will not write, you will not learn.
Sir, I'm listening and writing. I'm a bit slow in writing. So for that reason, actually, something is missing out.
See, writing has a very good benefit. What are that? When we write, our hand will be busy, eye will be busy, brain will be busy, everything will be busy. So at that time, there is a chance of more input in the mind. But when we listen something, ear will be somewhere else, correct? Eye will be somewhere else. Only listening is happening. That time your hand will be doing something else. Concentration will not be there. There is a less possibility of get proper input. File is in your chat. You can use that. Siaram, we can include Boolean as well. Everything we can add. Okay. Boolean should not be in double quote. Okay, so let's come. If you want, we can leave this file. We can create another file. Hmm? Fun, no? After Saturday, no one came. Today we came first. Okay. Let's create next file. You can copy the same array. Next file you can create array2.js. Array2.js. Array. Okay. The definition of array is a collection of similar data type. Array is a collection of similar data type. Okay. Internet definition you can read. See here. Are you finding all are similar? All are of number is there, no? In the last. We can add Boolean also, we can add everything. So those definition is limited in some programming language, not for the all the programming language. In JavaScript, you can see that definition is, suppose if I keep here Boolean as a true, I can keep here call false. This also should work here. Okay, we can keep 100.50. Let me add 10.50. Now this get idea on this function. Map function, how it work. In React, you are going to use the map function everywhere. Map function we can write using 2-3 methods. One is inline method, one is without index, one is with index, one is based on fat arrow method, one is as a callback method. So many method we have, so we'll get some idea on that. So simplest method. And VBI question for interview. Everywhere people will ask you what is the map function and how it works. Map function include multiple concepts together. So syntax. Map function, for each function, especially for array. Inside the content file we have written the for loop, do while loop we have run directly for the array also, and you can run for the directly a number if you want to generate any kind of series. If you want to print, you can use the for loop, while loop, do while. But to print the array from array, for loop is also suitable, do while also you can use, while loop also you can use. Okay, and after that the best and suitable options we have, that is called map function and for each function. Okay, so syntax of map. Array.map. Array name dot map. Array name dot map. Now the map function say if you give me an array, I can read the individual element of your array and I will split into two parts, their position and value, position and value. Okay, so array name dot map. Now map function will split your value into two parts. First will be called as a element and second will be called as a index. Element and index. It should be within the double function symbol. Now suppose when you will run this file, so array name is h and map function says like when you call me for a array, how many elements you have inside the array. Suppose now we have 10 elements, so the map function will call itself total 10 times. And when you write for loop, what will happen? Condition will loop will run, iteration will happen how many times? Till number of elements. Here map function says if you are calling me for an array, then what I will do is I will find total how many elements you have, and that many time I will call myself. Who will say? Map function. So look at here. How many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, and then total 9. So the map function is going to call total how many times? 9 times. When it calls first time, it will take the value of first element, first position value. That is called mango. Mango will go to the map. Map will split into two parts, their value and position. Element will, the mango will go to the element and the position of mango will go to the index. First iteration. In the second iteration, like second call, what is the second element? Apple. Apple will go to the element and their position will go to the index. Third iteration, laptop will go to the element and their position will go to the index. So indirectly, map is starting from where? 0th position and it will go till where? Length minus 1 position. This is the variable name. I have given the meaningful name, element and index. You can use anything. After that, you have to use here a function symbol, sorry, arrow key. This is called fat arrow. It's from the ES56. ECMAScript 5 and 6, both the places the use of this. That is called fat arrow key. And after that, you have to use a curly bracket. And inside, you can print here now console.log your element, comma, index. Both you can print in console.log. Element and index both we can print here. For example, this is the one method. We have 3-4 method of writing this. We will see one by one. Let me go here. What is our array name? Array name is called h dot map. If you want to capture the index, okay. So this we have written. Let's go based on suppose I'll keep here called ABC or maybe item name and comma index. This is called fat arrow method. Fat arrow. We can print in one line also, or we can break the line also. Both is possible. At this place. Now see, inside the H you have so many elements. So when the map function will call first time, Mango will go to item name and position of mango will go to the index. The second time map function will call because total number of elements are 9. So 9 times it has to call. Second loop, apple will go to the item name and their position will go to the index. Now below, if you want to print index is also fine. If you want to print both, then also fine. Console.log. Suppose first I will print here call index space comma. We can print here call item name. So what will be the output now? The output will be 0 and then mango. Second 1 and then apple. Third 2 will be laptop. 2 will be laptop. Let me show you how that works. Array printing 0, 1, 2, 3 boolean value. You can say decimal value, everything. Okay, so let's write this and then we can see the next. Look here.
The index will be the second value.
Second parameter is index. First parameter is your element. For the single dimensional also, multi-dimensional array also, array inside also, array, nested array. In number of array you have inside, no problem, but the structure remains same. This is the simplest method. After this, we have two more way. One happen through the callback function. There I'll guide you next example. One happen without index. The map we can write using 3-4 methods. That is the benefit of this map function. You don't have to worry about the increment and decrement. You don't have to worry about the condition. Okay, are you writing anywhere condition in this? No. Are you doing anywhere plus minus minus? No. Just we given the value to map and map will say no problem. I'll take care of increment, decrement. I'll take care of which one? Your termination point and everything. Okay, so day by day in market, whichever the technology we have, in that the libraries are being added and that library is going to reduce the complexity of the programming. Okay, React, why we use in the market? Why companies are asking use React, use React, use React? Number one, it has lot of feature that will reduce to write the code again and again. Functionalities are ready-made. Instead of writing call that, your 1 hour task will happen within 20 minutes. Number two, you can say comparison to other technology, the speed wise, performance wise, benefit is there. Okay, hope you wrote that. So from tomorrow onwards, we are moving little one step next, one step next, one step next. You will be getting introduced of the complexity from tomorrow onwards. Complexities are going to increase slowly. Okay. The map function is written exactly, it will remain same in React also. Instead of console.log, there will write the return and we will merge with the HTML code. Okay, so
CRM actually for this array 2, I'm not getting any output.
save your file.
Okay, 1 second, I'll check.
Save and then run.
Okay, now it's working. Thank you.
Okay, so some people are already in my group, WhatsApp group. Whoever are attending from JavaScript onwards, they should send me their name in my group WhatsApp I will add you in the group. For example, this is my number 87924626007. 87924626007. It is available in WhatsApp. So whoever has started attending the class from the JavaScript onwards, they should message me in this way: your name, and you can write 8 a.m. FEB, and then you can message me to this WhatsApp. Okay. So I will create a contact, like suppose you are writing your name called Ramesh. Ramesh 8 a.m. FEB, February. So what I will do is I will create a contact like Ramesh 8 a.m. FEB. I will add in the phone, and after that I will add in the group. So you can send in WhatsApp. Some few names, those who started from the JavaScript nodes, they should send me in WhatsApp group as a name, your name, Fab 8 a.m., something like that, so that I'll create a contact and I will add you in the group. Last video I'll send you.
Last 2 class videos. Could you send that, sir?
Bootstrap class will plan on weekend only, not in weekdays. This is the 19th video. 19th we have login. Saturday. No. Okay, so 19 I converted this video. Let me play once. This is of 18th March. 18th March was on Friday. Okay, it is coming to your chat. 18th if you want, that is also available here. And download it. Both JavaScript video I sent in a chat. You can